Next, for the career development, the importance of language really shine in your career and business with companies trying to reach global audience and markets. More and more business leaders recognize to compete you, then you have to have knowledge of many foreign language. Your college client will be more likely to trust what you are saying, and there will be a more intimate relationship than if you were to conduct all communication through a translator. This could be an important step in building strong and lasting business relationships that help ensure the success of own business. More and more schools are recognizing the importance of language. Some school begin offering to teach a second language as early as middle school, and many school and employers are requiring specific language requirement as part of their application process. Next is about understanding culture. Some knowledge of other languages as well as their cultures show that you respect the ideas that they bring to the table, and they you understand their needs and wants better than anyone who doesn't have any background. Through language we can connect with other people and make sense of our experience. Our language is the most important part of our being. It is important to learn other language beside your own because it helps us to learn about people and culture. But the most important one that we can learn is our own mother tongue, as this is one of the most basic part of our identity. If we lose our own tongue, for example, when we grow up in a country which is not our own, in my opinion, we are losing a part of themselves. It is an important attribute of his personality. Next is about developing children. Imagine what it must be like for your children to develop these skills that we take for granted. Azan time, astaghfirullahaladzim. As a parent, teacher, or another type of caregiver, you shape a child's language development to reflect the identity, values, and experience of your family and community. Therefore, it is up to you to create a warm and comfortable environment in which your child can grow to learn the complexities of language. So, the communication skill that your child learn early in life will be the foundation for his or her communication abilities in the future. Next is about the nature of language, defining natural language. True, although the exact definition varies between scholars, natural language can broadly be defined in contrast to artificial or constructed languages such as computer programming languages and international auxiliary languages, and to other communication systems in nature. Some examples include bees, waggle dance, and whale song, to which researchers have found or applied the linguistic cognates of dialects or even syntax. However, classification of animal communication system as language is controversial, and all language varieties of world languages are natural language, although some varieties are subject to greater degrees of published prescriptivism or language regulation than other. Thus, standard dialect can be viewed as a wild type in comparison with standard languages. But even an official language with a regulating academic, such as standard French with the French academic. Do you want to see my cat? This is my cat. Hi, hi, hi. His name is Boo Boo. Hi, hi, hi. Kubu Kubu. This is classified as a natural language, for example, in the field of natural language processing and its prescriptive point do not make it either constructed enough to be classified as a constructed language or controlled enough to be classified as a controlled language. Natural language. So what is controlled language? Controlled natural language are subsets of natural language which grammars and dictionary have been restricted in order to reduce or eliminate both ambiguity and complexity. For instance, by cutting down or rarely use of superlative or adverbial form or irregular verbs. The purpose behind the development and implementation of a controlled natural language typically is to aid non-native speakers of a natural language in understanding it, or to ease computer processing of a natural language. An example of a widely used controlled natural language is simplified English, which was originally developed by aerospace industry maintenance manuals. Bulbul. Okay. Next. Mm, there is a long tradition of representing the distinctive speech of African American in American literatures. The number of researchers have looked into the way that American authors have depicted the speech of black characters, investigating how black identity is established and how it connects to other characteristics. Mm, it's about male and female communication. The difference in male and female communication style can result in misunderstanding. For example, one giving order. Men and women are different in the way they give orders. Many women are conditioned by the culture of maintaining harmony in relationship. Several well-respected studies have shown that women tend to soften their demand and statement. On the contrary, men tend to be more direct in their statement. And then second, about the emotion and information. Women prefer connecting through conversation, while men prefer connecting through action. Based on psychology today, men, women, emotion and communication. When a woman wants to talk, she wants to share her emotion and thoughts to others, while a man tends to share his ideas and suggestions and avoid talking about his feelings. Take note that this doesn't mean that men won't talk about their feelings, but they might be uncomfortable while doing so. 3. About communication pattern. Women and men have different conversation pattern. Women tend to punctuate the conversation with affirmative noise. For instance, aha and okay, to let you know she is concentrating and listening. On the other hand, men prefer to sit quietly and focus on what is being said. As a result, it doesn't mean that he doesn't agree on what you're saying. So when you're talking to a guy, don't feel nervous or weird when she is not giving response to you. Number 4 is about asking question. Asking question. Another difference often seen between men and women in the latter generally asks more questions than the former. Asking questions mean different things to men and women. The difference in how and when questions are asked can create real confusion in the workplace. Men ask questions for one purpose only, to gather information, but for women, Teddy, come, you wanna see my another cat? Come, I have 5 cats. Men ask questions for one purpose only, to gather information, but for women, asking questions serve for two purposes: to gather information as well as asking questions which they already know the answer. Come, come. This is my Maine Coon. Sesi. Hmm. To gather information. But why they are asking things that already know? As mentioned above, women wish to maintain harmony in relationship. They want to know interest in what others have said to cultivate relationship. Therefore, you tend to see women asking more questions in business. Menkun, menkun, menkun. I think that's all for this course. Bye.